friends, and welcome back. Did you know that certain baked goods and snack foods score high on the glycemic index system? Do you know which ones they are? Do you know what the glycemic index system is? Well, if you answered no to both of these questions, well, don't worry, because by watching this video right till the end, you'll learn a lot about these two topics. And I will be giving you a list of those foods. Do you know what the glycemic index system is? Well, it is a food rating system which rates foods according to how quickly they turn to sugar and affect your blood sugar numbers after you eat the food. It does this by providing all foods with a number from 0 to 50, which means that that food will slowly turn to sugar and have an effect on your blood sugar number. And 55 to 100, it will quickly turn to sugar and have an effect on your blood sugar number after you eat these foods. Now, you must understand that this system will not tell you what that number will be. You need to test your blood 1 hour later to find out how that food affected your blood sugar number. Well, you're probably asking me, why 1 hour? We've been told 2 hours later. Well, because during this 1 hour, this is when most people's blood sugar will peak after they eat a food. And by testing it 1 hour later, you will know how it affected your blood sugar number, and you'll be able to incorporate that food into your diet in a way that it won't increase your blood sugar number, or then you might just have to remove it. Also, during this 1 hour, when your blood sugar number peaks, you'll be causing a lot of problems throughout your body. This is called a spike. Either you're diabetic or not, you're still causing issues throughout your body. Now, you're probably asking, how do I know this? Well, because I've been a type 2 diabetic for 20 years, my friends, and I've learned a lot of things throughout the career of being a type 2 diabetic. Believe me, you'll learn a lot of things that most people that are not diabetic will not know, and most doctors or any other profession that are not diabetic will not be able to know unless you are a diabetic and been going through it. So that's how I know to test 1 hour later. So now I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of what a glycemic index system chart looks like. The first one that you're looking at on your screen is one that has columns across and up and down with numbers on top. The columns going down will usually have pictures of the food, and the columns going across on the top will have numbers telling you how that food will affect your blood sugar number. Now, looking at the second graph that's on your screen, this one is a single picture graph, meaning it's a glycemic index graph of just a specific food, which in this situation is fruit. It's telling you how that fruit will affect your blood sugar number. Now, they come in many other different ways. These are just two pictures that I wanted to use to give you an idea of what one looks like. All right, my friends, so now I'm going to give you that list you've been waiting for of those snack foods and baked goods that score high on the glycemic index system. So, are you ready? Here we go. The first one, which is not in any specific order because they all have a high score. The first one is fruit. Oh boy, you're going to tell me, but you know what? Fruit is healthy for us. Well, for diabetics, it is a problem. Certain fruits. The one I'm going to be talking about, the fruits I'm going to be talking about are mangoes, bananas, grapes, watermelon, pineapple, island fruits. The GI of a piece of one of these fruits, you are looking at 80, my friends, 80. So, in order to eat a safe fruit, stick with your berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Find out if you're able to eat those because I understand that some of us have allergies and we can't. So, speak to your doctor and get an allergy test before you start eating these other fruits. So, once again, your island fruits, the GI is 80. Then we move on over to pretzels. One small pretzel, the GI is 85. The nutritional value, zero. So, my friends, be careful with your pretzels because there's no nutritional values. In some of those fruits below that I just mentioned, there are some nutritional values, but in pretzels, you have nothing. Then we are going to move on over to cookies, crackers, and rice cakes of all kind, brand, regular. You're looking at the GI of one piece, 75 to 80. Now, I'm going to take in consideration that if you have the brown kind, you're going to possibly have a lower score of 75. Then we're going to move up to those breakfast cereals. Wow. Start your morning with a sugar spike, my friends. Half a cup of any breakfast cereal. The GI, you're looking at about 80 to 95. Half a cup. So who really eats half a cup of anything? Unless they're vegetables, right? Just joking. So now I'm also going to give a leeway here. Some can be 75 because if they're the brand, like brand kind, then they're going to have a slightly lower GI rating. But as a diabetic, be very, very careful. Then your last one, well, you're going to look at soda, all your pops. The GI is approximately 1 cup. You're looking at, again, 85 to 100 for 1 cup. Now, I gave it a little bit of leeway here because the information that I was looking at said 85 is for your diet drinks, which will have a little bit less, obviously, extra sugar. But anyhow, it is still considered the highest snack food. I don't get why it's a snack food because it is a drink, but I will let you know why after I continue to do my research. So, my friends, the glycemic index system is just one tool in your toolkit to help you with your type 2 diabetes. There are a few others that can help you with your type 2 diabetes. Well, the next one is well testing. I stress testing because in my situation, being a type 2 diabetic for 20 years, by testing every single food when I started, it pretty well saved me from getting into the medications, for at least for my situation. Because when you test, you will learn how that food affected your blood sugar. Now, it's like having a doctor in your house every day. For example, your blood sugar meter was created by science, so it is pretty well correct. Now, even though I've been, like I said, a diabetic for over 20 years, I'm always learning something new. Foods that were safe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, are starting to become pretty dangerous for diabetics. So, testing is very important. Now, I get it. Test strips are expensive. Monitors are expensive. So here's a tip for you to help you save money on this. A way to choose your monitor is by checking to see how cheap your test strips are. That's right. Check to see how cheap they are. Now, I have a particular company in mind, but because this channel is not sponsored by any company, that's the kind of channel it is. I'm just going to give you a tip as to which one it is. Now, if you've been a diabetic for a while, you picked up on a few things of different monitors and names and stuff. So this one comes in a yellow box with a butterfly on it. Now I probably got a couple of attention there from a couple of people that have been diabetics. But if you're not a diabetic, well, talk to your pharmacist and ask them about which monitor is the one that your cheapest monitor. Sorry, your cheapest test strips. And that's how you will save money. So, my friends, always testing is important. Now, another way to save some money here, well, if it's still out of your reach testing, well, then use the glycemic index charts. Look at all the pictures and check the number, and you'll start to get an idea of how quickly that food will affect your number. And you'll get the aha moment, right? The glycemic index system also helped me figure things out by looking at which foods were dangerous foods. And this will help as well. So that's one other tool in your toolkit to help you with your type 2 diabetes. The next one is, well, obviously, diet. Diet is very important because, well, those two, testing and diet, come in hand. By testing and seeing which foods affect your blood sugar, you could incorporate them into your daily diet, and you will see how your blood sugar numbers will drop safely. Now, make sure you're not on any medications when you're starting to learn all this out, because if you are on certain medications, by eliminating certain foods which you learn by testing from, then your blood sugar number will go down and you'll run into trouble. So, if you're on diabetes medications, check with your doctor before doing any kind of these things. Then, another tool to put in your toolbox to help you with your type 2 diabetes, which is exercise. That is another thing that will help you. Why? Well, it helps in a lot of things. Not only does it help with your cardiovascular and improving your bone health, but it will also help you lower your blood sugar numbers. Because when you do exercise, you'll be building muscle, improving your oxygen and your blood circulation, and then your body is going to need more sugar to help you with that. And our body uses sugar for its energy. So when you're using a lot of your sugar by exercising, well, then your blood sugar is going to come down. Now, I get it. So a lot of people might not be able to do any kind of exercise depending on your health situation. Again, speak to your doctor to find out what exercise you could do and try to do a little bit of it. Now, I get it, um, you can't do it, there's not a lot of time. But my friends, you could even do exercises on your chair while watching my videos or by watching television. Just find out which one is good for you. Now, I'm going to throw in another tool that you could put into that toolbox to help you with your type 2 diabetes. And that's try to do a little bit of fasting. I know, I get it. It's, it's shocking. And some people with type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetics, they can't do a lot of fasting. But even if you do an hour or two, you'll just give your body a chance to use up some of that stored sugar. Stored sugar in your body is stored in your liver, which becomes fat. So when you start to burn off that sugar, you will start to lose weight. Again, check with your doctor to see if you could do any kind of fasting. It's not meant for all of us. This is just a suggestion. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget, please subscribe to my channel so YouTube will let you know every time I put up a new video. I try to put up videos on a weekly basis as time and scheduling permits. So hit the like button and continue to hit the share button so you could share this video with your friends. And also, don't forget, all carbs turn to sugar. And knowledge is power. And don't forget, test before you eat. Bye for now.